Leviticus chapter 5. And if a soul should sin, and should hear a voice of conjuring, and witness this, or see, or be fully conscious of it, if he should not report it, he takes responsibility for his sin. That soul whichever should touch anything unclean, or decaying flesh, or that which is unclean taken by wild beasts, or of the decaying flesh of abominations of the unclean, or of the decaying flesh of unclean cattle, or should touch of the uncleanness of a man, or any of his uncleanness of whatever touching he should be defiled, and he be unaware of it, but after this he should know that he should have trespassed, or the soul in whatever he should swear by an oath, drawing apart his lips to do evil or to do well, according to all as much as the man should draw apart according to an oath, and should be unaware of it, and this one should later know and should have sinned any one of these things, then he shall declare openly the sin for which he has sinned by it. And he shall bring, for which he trespassed against the Lord for the sin of which he sinned, a female from the sheep, a ewe lamb of a yearling of the goats for a sin offering, and the priest shall atone for him for the sin of which he sinned, and the sin shall be forgiven him. And if his hand is not strong to be fit for bringing the sheep, he shall bring for his sin offering of which he sinned 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons to the Lord, one for a sin offering, and one for a whole burnt offering. And he shall bring them to the priest, and the priest shall bring the one for the prior sin offering, and the priest shall pluck off its head from the neck, and shall not divide it. And he shall sprinkle from the blood of the one for the sin offering upon the wall of the altar. But the rest of the blood he shall drop upon the base of the altar, for it is a sin offering. And the second one he shall offer for a whole offering as is fit. And the priest shall atone for him for his sin of which he sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. And if his hand should not find a pair of turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, then he shall bring his gift for which he sinned, the 10th of the ephah of fine flour for a sin offering. He shall not pour upon it olive oil, nor place upon it frankincense, for it is an offering on account of sin. And he shall bring it to the priest. And the priest, grabbing from it a full handful of his, shall place the memorial portion of it upon the altar, upon the whole burnt offerings to the Lord. It is a sin offering. And the priest shall atone for him for his sin, of which he sinned against one of these things, and it shall be forgiven him. And the remaining will be for the priest as a sacrifice of the fine flour. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, The soul whoever should be unaware himself with forgetfulness, and should sin unintentionally of the holy things of the Lord, then he shall bring for his trespass offering to the Lord an unblemished ram from out of the flocks, of the value of silver of shekels, in the shekel in the holy place, for of what he trespassed. And whatever he sinned, he shall pay from the holy things, and the 5th part he shall add to it, and shall give it to the priest. And the priest shall atone for him by the ram of the trespass offering, and it shall be forgiven him. And the soul whoever should sin, and should commit one trespass from all the commandments of the Lord, which he must not do, and does not know, and should trespass, and should take the guilt for his sin, then he shall bring an unblemished ram from out of the flocks, the value of silver for the trespass offering, to the priest. And the priest shall atone for him for his ignorance of which he was ignorant of, and he did not know. And it will be forgiven him, for he trespassed a trespass. It is a trespass offering before the Lord.